Hey, what is going on, guys? It's been a while since I've uploaded a video. The format has changed quite substantially, and due to that fact, I had to get some new cards, learn a few new combos, and well, see which decks I wanted to feature on this channel. And yeah, without further ado, here's the first deck that I actually wanted to talk about, and it is Adventure Punk. I think it's one of the best decks in today's format. It's really crazy, the things it can do, yeah, nuts, completely nuts. And I'm gonna show you the deck profile that I have built for you right now. It's 48 cards. Without further ado, just gonna get right into it. Starting things off, of course, I am playing 3 copies of your Foxy Tune. Really good card in this deck, along with 2 copies of Z Amin and then 1 copy of Deer Note. Also running the 1 copy of Ogre Dance, and then yeah, as a best starter in this deck to complement this engine, Emergency Teleport. It's back at 3, absolutely insane. This card gets you access to so much. So yeah, for our next engine, of course the adventure package, running 3 copies of the Water Enchantress, along with 1 copy of Griffin Rider. Got 3 copies of Rite. Discard, plus your emergency teleport gets you access to everything. Everything you want from this deck you can do with just 2 cards, and either one of them grants you so much advantage. So yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. 1 copy of Fateful Adventure, of course, and then 1 copy of Dracoback, the Rideable Dragon, and then I'm putting this card with this engine, Foolish Burial. This card is most likely going to be used to dump your Water Enchantress. Water Enchantress will banish itself to get you to Ride, and that unlocks basically your entire deck. Next up, 1 copy of Rocks Rose, 1 copy of Red Rose, and 1 copy of Basil Rose Shoot. Yeah, it's just one of the many lines of play you can do with Helgi Fibrax. Summon a Red Rose, link it, or yeah, just synchro it off, summon the Rocks Rose, grab the Basil, use this plus your Wandering Griffin Rider or your adventure token, go into Baron. You can use the Basil Rose, summon back out the Rock Rose. There's so much you can do with this. Yeah, literally, I think this is the most versatile deck I've ever seen in competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah, another engine, really crazy. 2 copies of Illusion, along with 2 copies of Magician's Souls. This card as an extender is insane. Either one of these cards, when you mill them off of your Chaos Ruler, it's just, yeah, it generates you a lot. You can use the Magician's Souls to actually pop the 2 spells from your adventure package and then draw 2 cards before continuing your play. It's just totally insane. 1 copy of Fairy Tale Snow, 1 copy of Jet Synchron. Yeah, this is something you can special summon off of your Helgi Fibrax if you do not want to go with the Rose Dragon plays. Milling this is absolutely insane. Crazy. It's a free interruption on your opponent's turn. Yeah, just these cards just came off of the ban list, and I frankly don't entirely understand why, because they are so good. Moving on from there, of course, the problem card. If you can't beat them, you join them. Artifact Side. This card remains super powerful. Yeah, it's really insane. All you need is a way to get to Crystron Helgi Fibrax and your artifact Dagda, and that's basically everything. This yeah, that's like the bread and butter of this deck. Any bad card can get you to those two cards, and then you're basically set. Ash Blossom, 3 copies. So we're moving into the hand traps now. 3 copies of Ash, 3 copies of Effect Failure, 3 copies of Nibiru, 3 copies of Imperm. Another reason this deck is so powerful is it can play so many hand traps. It's insane. It's really, really insane. And then for some power cards, spell cards. 3 copies of Forbidden Droplet, 1 copy of Called by the Grave, 1 copy of Harpy's Feather Duster, and then 1 copy of Change of Heart. I put this last one in here for fun, but I've actually seen some pretty funny plays with it. You can just steal your opponent's monster. Yeah, steal. You literally just take control of it until the end phase of this turn, but you can link it off, you can use the synchro material, you can attack with it, so it's, yeah, why did they bring this back? Okay, that's it for the main deck. 48 cards in here. I'm gonna move on to the extra deck right now. First of all, playing 1 copy of Herald of the Arclight, 1 copy of TG Wonder Magician, this one is mandatory, 1 copy of Shooting Riser Dragon, insanely good card. Moving on from there, 1 copy of Chaos Ruler, this is the problem card in the deck, 1 copy of your Hot Dragon Archfiend Abyss, and then 1 copy of your Chengying. Yeah, not much to say. This one, literally, Z-Amin or your emergency teleport gets you instantly to this one. This one plus Helki Fibrex gets you the Jet Synchron on the field. Once you get the Jet Synchron, you can use this plus Jet Synchron, go into your Archfiend Abyss for an extra form of interruption on your opponent's turn. And then you got 1 Baron and 1 Psychic End Punisher. This card is absolutely broken, and you almost always go into this on your opponent's turn, actually. 1 copy of Anima, Dagda, and Helki Fibrex. These two are absolutely nuts. Then moving on from there, 1 copy of Selene. We are actually running the Selene with Effect Failure and Access Code combo if you want to go for game. So you can go, your Crystron Helki Fibrex will then special summon your Effect Failure. Those two make Selene. Selene will bring back the Effect Failure, and then you can go into Access Code Talker and close out the game. 1 copy of Nightmare Unicorn, 1 copy of Appaloosa, and 1 copy of Access Code Talker. I chose to run Appaloosa, but you can also run any of the Charmers, like Lina the Light Charmer or the Dark Charmer. And that's it for this deck profile. I'm still figuring out the combo. I'll possibly do that in a separate video. But yeah, what this deck can do also really depends on what you mill. If you are going for that route, so there are so many different lines of play with this deck, and I haven't really figured all of them out yet, but man, the games I've played with this, I won. So yeah, must be doing something right. It's a powerful deck. It's a really, really powerful deck. I think it's, yeah, one of maybe the best deck in the entire format. So yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this deck profile. If you did, please like the video, comment what you think, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in the next one.